Something of an East European look to the final of the men's quadruple sculls. Poland, the defending champions from last year in Gifu in Japan.
Yeah, and they've looked great throughout this regatta. Really, really impressive. But this is a very, very tough field. Look at the Estonians launch off there in the middle lane. Really want to get ahead and get some advantage. Traditionally slow starters, the Estonian crew, so every bit counts in the first part of this race.
But the big thought that occurs to me as they get underway in this first couple of 100 meters is what sort of Russian crew is turning up today, because sometimes they're brilliant, sometimes they're a complete surprise, as they were in the Olympic Games, and other days, frankly, they're close to rubbish.
Yeah, completely. And I think the Russian inconsistency has been one of the reasons why the Polish crew have dominated this event in the last couple of years, because really after that win in Athens, you'd expect this Russian quad to have taken it on and really stamped their authority on this event. No such thing has happened.
Well, they're further forward than in previous races, and they're vying up there in lane 2 at the moment with the Ukraine. Traditionally fast starters, and on their day the Ukraine can be a threat, but now Poland, you can just see they're now beginning to find that pace and get that length.
Yeah, do you know what's so good about the Polish? Look at the speed through the water, but look at the relaxation out on the way forward. I mean, they're just floating over the waves. They're going to get rougher and rougher down the course. But the Polish skill is just breathtaking.
Well, as I said, it took them quite a few years to get it together. Ukraine narrowly through the first 500 meters, but it's all changed because now Poland are coming up to vie with Russia for the advantage.
Yeah, and this is a great race. You know, this is a highly competitive event, and the thing about highly competitive event is if these crews can keep clean in these conditions, we're going to get a very fast time. And remember, Poland broke that world record early in the season when they won on home water in Poznan, 5:37, and at the moment this pace is spot on world record time.
Looking at the Ukrainians, question is, can they sustain, Martin?
Yeah, I think the Ukrainians have got a very, very nice style, very close to the water at the pickup, very clean, and I think that's going to be at a premium. Just see hitting the water there. I mean, crews are going to hit the water because it is actually very, very rough to race, and I think it's very demanding for a quadruple scull in this event.
So here are the Poles, Adam Korol in the stroke seat, then picking it up, Michał Jelinski, Marek Kolbowicz and Konrad Wasilewski in the bow. Pretty experienced crew though now.
Yeah, highly experienced crew, and I mean in terms of these conditions, hitting the front, going through the Russians and still keeping their cool. And I think if you take a look at the rating, 36 strokes a minute, it just doesn't look that high, David, and that's the mark of a great crew. They can look fluid, they can look relaxed while they're still going flat out.
Half distance and Poland ahead of Russia, then Estonia and the Ukraine just slipping a little bit. And the big disappointment for me at the moment, I have to say, is the quartet from the Czech Republic. They're out in lane 6, and David Jirka, Dolicek, Chalupa and Karas, they're really not making any progress at all.
No, and you'd expect actually the Czechs with that experience of Chalupa to have done something early in this race, but again, I can't stress enough how important it is to get out in these conditions and get a lead, because it's only going to get rougher down in the last 500 meters particularly. We've already seen, look at the splashes of the water of the riggers and the blades. You are going to make mistakes, but you've got to minimize them.
First move here, Martin, perhaps from the Estonians. Andrei Jemser, the bow of their quad coming through in lane number 4 and just moving up to vie with the Ukrainians on the far side.
Yeah, I do like the look of this Estonian quad, and of course with the influence of Yuri Janssen, the great Estonian sculler, obviously he's given them a path to tread, and they have a fantastic smooth feel to the way they scull as well, and it served them really effectively in this regatta. Semi-final, I thought they were awesome in the last 1,000 meters, and it's proving so again today, David.
Yeah, and that stern pair, of course, Endreksen, who was also a bronze medalist in the boat with Jemser last year, and now just about third, maybe second, maybe right there on the 1,500 meter mark, moving into silver medal position. But they're really tied up there with the Ukraine, and at the moment there's absolutely no move from the Russians.
No, and I think the Russians have really gone out to try and lead this race, and they haven't got much left, particularly in this water. But the dominant move has been that Polish team where they hit the front with just, what, about 1,100 meters to go. And they've actually extended their lead in the third 500 meters. kept clean, and this is a class demonstration of quadruple sculling.
Yeah, there's so much power in that boat, and 125.05 for the second quarter, 126.30, and it's again the middle 1,000 for Poland where the damage has been done.
Yeah, what do you think, David? A world record in this performance with these conditions? Be tricky with the roughness, but you know, might just be on.
Well, they'd be breaking their own record. They might be close to it, but I don't think that's on their minds at the moment. But what does interest me is how the Ukrainians have stayed tough there, and they are really in with a chance of a major medal here. Maybe not gold, but it could be a silver, and they are fighting it out now with Estonia on the near side. Poland really in the right place at the right time, and they're surely not going to be caught from here. And this looks to be another crew who are going to successfully defend their title from Japan of a year ago, and indeed they do. They stride towards the line. They look terrific as they go across, and Poland keep the championship. Ukraine a second, that's a triumph, and Estonia, I think, just in the bronze medal position from the fast finishing Italians.
Yeah, again, another crew that's done the double, second time world champions.
They take the gold, Ukraine an excellent silver, and Estonia worthy bronze medalists.
And these crews that have won twice, like Poland, on their mind is, can they repeat the gold medal in Beijing? It's going to be tough